ABC, back again, as I said. VC chair. Cheers. To everyone in the VC. Hope you're having a lovely day. I'm having a day off, so it is quite a lovely day. Right, second video of today. Basically, I made the mistake of a while ago, a long time ago now. My dad had a heart attack, and my mum's had operations in that recently, so I have to drive my parents around a bit. But my mum had an operation on her back, so I usually drive her around, and you get little bits and bobs and things like that. So you know, it pays for itself almost. I mean, it's their car, and you know they pay for petrol and they pay for parking and everything. So you know, she tends to buy me the odd little bit and bob. I mean, I don't ask for it, but she does anyway. Bless her. And I made the mistake last weekend of saying, are you going to go to a car boot or a market or anything like that? And she said, well, why? I said, well, you know, I'd like to go, thinking I can go have a day out with my mum and my dad and, you know, have a wander around. That quickly turned around into my dad not wanting to go and basically fobbing my mum off onto me, and me and her going over to a sort of a Sunday car boot market that they frequent. I thought I'll go and have a look around and see what it is. I mean, to be honest with you, it was what you expect from a car boot, really. I mean, it wasn't like a market, you know, with lots of people, like, you know, someone that goes there to sell vinyl or someone that goes there to sell music. It was lots of people with their odds and sods and a few dedicated people selling jewellery or whatever. But I did find a few things, and I mean, most of these were 50p or a pound. So I know Craig over in the US, he always bangs on about you know, it was, oh, this was $5 and it was shot and I'm not paying that and blah blah blah. We never get that over here. I can very rarely find anything worth buying for less than, you know, £5-6. So so I was pretty happy with some of these. I've not had a listen to them. I've got to clean them and everything first, because I don't want them going anywhere near my new cartridge when they just come from a car boot. So, but some nice things, and hopefully that sounds spot on, so I'll go through them now. Genesis, Seconds Out, and it's in a 2LP gatefold. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, you know, spine, everything. You've got your general bits on the corners and a bit sort of there, but I mean, a little bit sort of ring wear at the top, and you've got a little bit, I suppose you can't really see it, of ring wear on the back. I mean, I'm not long, so started collecting vinyl again, and I'm quite picky about how some things look. So someone may go, okay, well, I'll buy that five quid, something like that. I'm very used to buying things new and expect them to be almost pristine condition, because that's how I like things. I know that you can't get that. So I mean, this was, I think it was £1 because it was a double LP. So Genesis for £1, I'm going to take that all day. The Genesis, and there will be 3. Again, it's a gatefold. It's only single LP, and I think with this one, when I looked at it, the sort of the bottoms of the things are coming away. You know, nothing some glue won't fix. I think on all of these, the vinyl looked, you know, those scratches or anything, so it looked pretty good. And time will tell. Sort of a recurring theme going on here. Phil Collins, face value. So I bet you Phil Collins wish he had a headliner like that now, doesn't he? But yeah, so I mean, it's got the original sticker on there, John Menzies. I don't know if there was meant to be something before that, but if not, that was 14p. I think you paid 50p for that. But that's got In the Air Tonight and things like that. So it's that's definitely worth sort of 50p. But there you go, Phil Collins again, but seriously. Single LP, not a gatefold. I've seen it come away then, but you know, just my insert and everything. So the vinyl on this one looked in pretty good shape, so that was quite father to son. I wish it would rain down. So I'm not familiar with a lot of tracks on there, but you listen to, you know, I'm not the one that holds Phil Collins things. I've listened to the greatest hits and things like that, so I'm not familiar with a lot of tracks, but I know I've seen the album before, so I know it's going to have some reasonable things on there. So again, Phil Collins, no jacket required, and again, I mean, it's kind of good condition. I mean, I was going to buy, you know, this is the kind of condition I'd expect. It's you know, I would say it's excellent condition for the sleeve, and you've got the picture in there and everything. So the vinyl, I think on it was quite good. It's a bit dusty, so it needs a clean, but again, 50p, so that was good. I bought this on the name basically and the shininess of it, so if you can get that pretty stupid reflectively gold, and it's the Carpenters singles, 1974 to 1978. I mean, it's reasonable, other than maybe a clean and a few creases and a few marks. It's you know, sort of reasonable condition, and I don't know whether it's part of a AM record, so I don't know if it's part of a set or, you know, in terms, you know, like a Reader's Digest kind of thing, but I mean, that looked quite nice. Again, that was 50p, but literally bought it because of its super uber shiny goldness. Roxy Music, Avalon. So again, 50p, but more than this, space between Avalon and India, While My Heart Is Still Beating, Take a Chance With Me, to turn you on, True to Life, Tara, but again, I know you got a lot of Roxy Music, and I mean the condition of it and everything. So Polydor Super Deluxe, but so inner sleeve, but it wasn't actually in, and then the actual vinyl itself needs clean. I think there's a bit of a mark on there, but hopefully that'll just be a bit of dirt that'll come off with a wash. Now, I say very rarely do I find things of certain bands that I'm familiar with, other than say Phil Collins, and you know, your everyday kind of things. But like, I was surprised when I seen this one, and I mean the jacket's not in the best of condition. I think there was a slight mark on one of the vinyls, but Wishbone Ash, live dates, and this is a gatefold. Gatefold 2 LP set, and as I say, the vinyl looks pretty good. The guy I go to normally does have the vinyl without the sleeves, so if it's really shot, I can get the things again. I mean, I would say the spine is the main thing on this. It's a bit beat up and torn down. I mean, you can't really make out the as you can see, so you know, I bought it on the strength of it being Wishbone Ash really, and I think it was 150. So Jethro Tull, Songs from the Wood. Love Jethro Tull, love that back. Nice tree stump with the rings of wear of its age, with a vinyl arm and cartridge, so it's like it's a record playing. Absolutely fantastic. So, I mean, this was done on Chrysalis Records, Oxford Street, London. But it's a slight bit of ring wear from it being held in its jacket. But polyline sleeve, and I think the vinyl on this one was. Yep, so I mean, from what I can see, there's no surface marks, no scuffs, no scratches. So, and that was I think that was £2. Wishbone Ash and this, one of the places where I live, who I used to get lots of my CDs from and some of my vinyl when I collected before, the guy who I got these off used to work there, and I remembered him when I spotted him. It's one of those things, you're flicking through the records and halfway I get through the bin, you look up and he's like, I know that face. Trying to get into my jazz a bit more. Usually you can find quite a bit of jazz around in the charity shops and things like that, but we usually don't have many good things. So Duke Ellington and his orchestra, so there's a piano in the background, and then you've got a list of all the people in there. So you've got oh my god, there's most probably God, there's a stupid amount of people in his orchestra, but he's got 5 trumpet players, 1 bass, 3 trombonists, 1 drummer, and 5 people on the sax. Whether that's included in all of them, I'm not sure, but got a little bit of Duke Ellington, and from previous, record buying, I quite like that stuff. This one was my mum getting caught up in oh, and by the way, my mum paid for all of those, so I mean, what, let's call it 10 quid if that, but very nice of her. As I say, I didn't ask, I did have like 40 quid in my pocket, but I wasn't going to tell her that. This was my mother's. She did pick it up. I think she was getting a bit carried away with me buying vinyl and decided she wanted it. So Gladys Knight and the Pips, 30 greatest hits, and it's a 2-album set, gatefold. So a lot of background and track listing on there. So, but let's see if you can see any of the track listings on the baits there. That was worth it again, £1. Now I bought this one solely on the fact as I like a lot of war films, and some of the music with like the drums and the bagpipes and things like that. If you see in the old war films, is you get that awe-inspiring thing when they're creating sort of ambience in the film, and I seen this when I was there, and I'm a sucker for a box set, so basically for I think it was £2. Military gold, it says a 4. Yeah. So 4 LP set of say mass bands of Household Cavalry, mass bands of Guard Division, and mass bands for the 1st British Corps, with famous guest bands. So it's basically military music and things like that. So things like a Bridge Too Far, the Dam Busters March, The Longest Day, 633 Squadron, and you go through things like that, and a lot of these you'll most probably know without the the tracks if you hear the song. So I bought that mainly on the strength of that I do like a lot of that. But yeah, so I would try and go to somewhere that's most probably got more records. I know there is a fair, like a record fair that goes around the country and does go to Leicester, which is really close to me. It goes to Birmingham and a few other places like Wolverhampton, and I know Daniel Advent Chronicles and John Staffhouse. I've been to them, and I hope to go to my first when they come back to Leicester again, or I might travel a bit further. But I mean, you look at it, you're spending what, £20 on a train ticket if it's in Leicester, and I've already got my train ticket. £20 you can spend online, isn't it? Anyway, VC, I will be back to do one more video with some things I picked up today. Ciao, bye bye.